It's an old story. At first, they seem ridiculous. The big egos, the bad ideas. Some of them seem almost comical. Not here, the people say. Yet
State Democrats say there is no meaningful review of homeschooling curriculum in Ohio law. State lawmakers are now considering Senate Bill 1. It's an education bill that would give more responsibility to parents and less to superintendents.
I want to talk about how Republicans want to take away money from public schools and put it in to these online homeschooling programs.
men like these find their following because they know how to use hate and fear. Fear of foreigners, immigrants, and minorities. Of Jews, Muslims, Christians. They dismiss the experts, demonize the press, promise they alone can deliver better lives and brighter futures. If they could only be rid of the obstacles to that power. Eventually, enough people buy it. They hand the fate of their nations over to madmen. But then suddenly, it's not so funny. The military deploys on the streets to protect the leader. Names appear on enemy lists. Opposition voices are silenced or imprisoned. The leader promises the right bloodlines will survive, and the wrong ones will be purged.
And now, your taxpayer money is being spent praising Adolf Hitler.
New details are emerging tonight about an online channel called Dissident Homeschool, where group members can download what's described as Nazi-approved material. The channel already has more than 2,000 subscribers. According to Yahoo News, it includes ready-made lesson plans authored by the Saxons on various subjects like Confederate General Robert E. Lee and Martin Luther King Jr., who they say is the antithesis of our civilization and our people. It also includes things like printouts so students can learn to write Adolf Hitler quotes in cursive and tips to, quote, avoid Jewish media content.
This one homeschooling teacher has got nearly 3,000 families being homeschooled with her Nazi bullshit. That's 3,000 families. We don't know how many kids that encompasses, but you can imagine.
This is a group that doesn't hide being pro-Nazi, white supremacist, homophobic. Honestly, you name it, it's probably there. I want to show another lesson that was posted, quote, lesson, leading up to Martin Luther King Jr. Day. This was by a user named Mrs. Saxon. She wrote, "It is up to us to ensure our children know him, Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., for the deceitful, dishonest, riot-inducing Negro he actually was. He is the face of a movement which ethnically cleansed whites out of urban areas and precipitated the anti-white regime that we are now fighting to free ourselves from." And in bold and underlined under that, she wrote, "This is a lesson for elementary-age children."
And they're being raised to hate Martin Luther King.
One Yahoo News article says Mrs. Saxon one day wrote, quote, "Without homeschooling, our children are left defenseless to the schools and the gay Afro-Zionist scum that run them."
They're being raised and taught to love Hitler.
Some of the different special interest programs that helped put Hitler in power. Well, in 1935, Hitler said this. He said, "He alone who owns the youth gains the future." That's why there was a huge indoctrination process throughout the 1930s to teach the ideology, the ideas, the virtues of the Nazis, eventually their ideas about races and their ideas about the Jews being a big problem.
Your taxpayer money's going to it.
Who were actually sympathetic throughout the Western world to Hitler. Then again, there were people like Winston Churchill who understood what he was.
I wonder how the local school district is responding, but also because it's homeschooling, they do have to be like certified to be able to get the credits, right? I just wonder what they can do, if anything, to stop this.
Basically, there's an annual check sort of to show that you are teaching. Now, what you are teaching is sort of out of their purview. And sort of the Upper Sandusky School District Superintendent basically said, this is egregious, these teachings, we don't support it, but also said as part of his statement, parents are responsible for choosing the curriculum in homeschooling and the course of study. The parents' chosen curriculum is not sponsored or endorsed by the district. The group's got more than 3,000 subscribers. And, we tried to reach out to the owners. I didn't get a response. Maybe no surprise there, but obviously something that the state is paying close attention to.
White power, Hitler worship, anti-Semitism. There are many problems here. You can call it what you want. The issue is the Republican Party want to put more money into these type Nazi-praising homeschool programs. They take money away from the public schools, and they want to put money into teaching that Martin Luther King is the devil and that Adolf Hitler was doing God's work. I'm Zachariah, Lone Star Liberal. Y'all take it easy.
It's an old story, one that could never happen here. The very idea is ridiculous, almost comical. There's no one dividing us, no one telling us who to hate, who to put in cages, no one demonizing the press, dismissing the experts, no would-be savior claiming he alone can fix our problems if only the obstacles to power are removed. No one singling out the other, telling us what should become of them. No enemy lists, no threats of imprisonment. No one lashing out when their ego is threatened, demanding absolute loyalty and using the military to control the streets. No, it can't happen. Not here. We know too well how it begins, and it's always been up to us how it ends.
Come on, 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 come on. Don't negotiate, let's investigate, we'll accelerate, and we're taking it.